Hello, hi everyone, good morning, good afternoon. Thanks for having me. My name is Shay Peled, and I'm in the role of Learning Business Partner at Amdocs. And today I'm going to present the way we implement the VII, a part of the onboarding program that we developed to our new employees. Let me share my screen. So before we will start to talk about why we are investing on onboarding and how we're using the VII events platform, I would like to take you through a few slide about what is Amdocs doing and how we operate. So in general, Amdocs is provide a software and service for communication, media, and financial service provider and digital experience our customers such as AT&T, Vodafone Argentina, and so on. The company, it's a global company, an IT company that provides software with 28,000 employees all over the globe, spread in 315 customers and different countries. So I'm a part of the L&D management, and L&D management is dealing with employee and manager development opportunities that we provide the employees in order to give them the option to grow and learn and upskill themselves within their role, but also to allow them to move to their next career opportunity and with a lot of internal mobility processes and so on. And our mission as the L&D department, learning and development department, is to create a learning ecosystem that match the future world of the world. So we are dealing with our here and now needs that raised by the employees, but we also help them to prepare themselves to the future. And why we are investing on that? Because as you probably know, the industry is running very, very fast. And some of the roles are going to change and the content should be updated all the time. And the platforms and methodologies that we are using as a software company is change all the time. So we're trying to find a way how to help our employees to stay tuned and be updated with the most relevant methodologies, tools, technologies that's relevant for them. As you can see, we know that some of the roles that existing now are going to appear in the next few years, and we know that the multiple discipline that is required today, each one of us required to do more than one job in parallel. So these all things are kind of challenges, but also an opportunities for us as a learning department in order to allow our employees to grow and development. And now the focus of today's session is the onboarding and why we're investing on the onboarding and why onboarding now. So onboarding, it's not something new. Onboarding is something that all companies in the industry are dealing with. The way we are onboard employees, the way we allow them to understand the company, to understand the structure, how we are operate, what are the products we are providing to our customer, the services, and so on. So the onboarding is crucial for the employee success, but also for the company and for the manager. It's super important to provide the employee the option to learn in the first, let's say, 90 days. So this is why we are investing on onboarding. But the onboarding, it's not something new. I believe that all of you deal with the onboarding or maybe had an experience as a new employees in your company. But why the onboarding now? Why we are stopping and recalculate the way we are developing our employees? So first, as you probably know, in most of the countries, employees are still on board in a digital environment or still in virtual space, and they didn't get a chance to join the company or to join the office or to see actually their managers. They are using a virtual system, they are using virtual channels in order to learn more about the company. So it's a double change with the corona and with the situation that we are dealing now with the COVID-19. So the onboarding it become more challenging. But more than that, with the great resignation phenomena that we are all familiar with, It's related to the trends that employees are quitting for the jobs and moving from the company to the company. And some of them are really looking for the next career opportunity. And maybe as a post-corona, we are facing a kind of a trend that we need to deal with. So now the current situation in the company that we're recruiting a lot of employees, around 10,000 new employees. It's a massive recruiting, and we need to recalculate the way we are onboarding the employees and to think about a virtual option to do so. So the onboarding is a challenge, but again, as an opportunity. So what we are trying to achieve, we're trying to create a process, a smooth process as an onboarding that will shorten the time to productivity. But also we are looking for solution to create new employees experience, to provide them a smooth process, to personalize the way they are going to learn. We are recruit people from different backgrounds. Some of them are with a lot of experience. Some of them are freshers or graduates that came from university. So we have a kind of range of spectrum with different needs of learning for the employees. And also we would like to provide the employees an option to develop their own power skills and the soft skills area, even if it's a part of the onboarding process. So what we did, the solution that came up to our table is to using the VII events as a VOD on-demand content platform. As you all probably know, the VII events platform are aim to support or aim to lead, I would say, virtual conferences or virtual events. But we decided to implement it in a different way and to use the smart VOD that VII events can provide in order to create a virtual environment for the new employees. We develop also a suite with a lot of solution for the new employees. And the VII events is one of the solutions that we provide to our employees. So let me take you through the solution, and let's see what we did. So why we decided to go with the VII platform? So in one end, the user experience. We look for a digital and virtual experience, right? Most of our employees located at home, and we try to increase the engagement. It's very hard to develop and to increase the engagement of the employees. So from the user experience perspective, we look for a digital and virtual experience. We look for a virtual and friendly platforms. We look for a smart VOD that will allow us to upload all the videos and content that's relevant for employees, but will present it in a different way, not as a YouTube or other channel, but maybe it's a kind of a virtual city, and I will show you in a minute. And also the communication part, we're all dealing with Gen Z people that join the company, and we're trying to find a solution that providing them more gamification environment. From the backend option, and this is also important part, we look for a system that will be an easy content update option, because the content for the onboarding is something that updated all the time. You remember we talked about the option to upload the content? So we look for the system that will help us to find a way, an easy way to upload the content and to maintain the content. Also allow a multiple admins. So we are working in a different business unit. So we provide each one of the business unit the admin option to upload the content, to pull out a report, to present some data to the management, and so on. So all these things are together. We found the VII events platform as relevant for us. And let me take you through the solution that we did. So we call it StarTech. So StarTech, it's a kind of a glimpse for the employees to learn about the main topics and the main domain that the company is dealing with, like the 5G, the cloud, the DevOps, the media, and the other main buzzwords, I would say, that we are dealing with as a company. So I want to share the live platform. In that way, you will gain the experience that the employee have. So it starts with a welcome message to the employees. Let me type my email. All right. And now you can see the environment that we developed for the employees. So first, the design, as you can see, it's a kind of a virtual city, a future city with a lot of options to learn. In the left side, you can see the menu option, and we try to provide them, the focus content for the moment they join the company. We know that new employees bombard with a lot of learning and welcome message and communication at the first week. So we decided to do it a bit different and providing them kind of a gamification area and something that will make them more engaged. So the platforms allowed a lot of areas of content. As you can see, the employee can easily navigate between those areas, and they can find different content. It's not a mandatory process. It is not a linear process. They can jump between the areas and pick up and decide which kind of the areas is more relevant for them. So let's start with, I will take one example of a 5G universal, for example. So we are jumping into an area that talked about the 5G, and once we're clicking on the area, the employee will receive a message about what is the 5G all about, and then he can find relevant content, kind of a VOD for the employees. And if I will click on one of the videos, so the employee will receive the video that we curate specific for them. I believe that you cannot hear the sound because I shared the deck without option to share the sound, but still you can imagine the experience that employee are receiving. So if I'm going back, so you can see the environment again, and I can jump for area to area. And this is kind of example of another area of the cloud with the short description. And if they're clicking on to start, so they can find more content that's relevant. So what we did in general, we upload the videos that we prepared in advance. We created some areas and we designed the environment in a way that will be more engaged to the employee. Also, we have some nice features. We have a game here that employees need to find the clouds in the system. So here is the instruction that you can see. They need to look for the clouds icon. And here it's one of the example. Each one of the cloud items include get to know or important to know things about Amdocs, some nice facts about the company. So if I would jump to one of the areas, the employees should look for the clouds. So here I don't have anyone, but let me check if I have here. Yeah, here it's come. One more fun fact about Amdocs. What else we have in the menu? We have the option to jump to the home page, of course, to the learning opportunity, our system, internal system, to play, to see the dashboard and accessibility for people that it's required. Also, there is option for a chat that people can type and meet together. And we all know that the employees that just joined the company, it's important to meet other people and get connected to the people. For those who didn't find a way how to enter the areas in the menu, they have the shortcut and they can find they can jump from area to area and to review the content. So this is the kind of the system that we are providing. And I must say, this is kind of a platform because today we decided to use some of the content, but tomorrow we can decide to use totally different content. We can maintain the content easily and we can upload the content whatever we want. The employee will receive a welcome the way we are going to implement it. The employee will receive automatically email with a link to the platform and will invite the employee to join and review the content. So thank you for the time. My name is again Shay Peled. For any questions, you can reach out and find me in LinkedIn. And I'm so happy to present the relationship with the VII events team. It was a long journey, but at the end of the day, the employees and the manager in the company really appreciate the solution that we provide to the table. So let's invest on our employees and let's improve the way we are on board the people. Thank you very much.